I can never get this right. Looks so dark. Oh, that's better. Move over here. Hey, anyone on? Does anyone know what the hell is going on? Anyone? When I say that, I mean, what have you guys been up to? What movies are you watching? I don't think anyone's on. No one's on the internet anymore. Everyone is outside playing, getting some fresh air. Who would be inside at a time like this? Oh, I feel like I haven't talked in like 5 years. My voice is all raspy. I did a workout, and I was on the YouTube and realized I don't go on this thing anymore. Doesn't look like anyone else goes on this thing. Anyone here? Just say hello. No one. So that brings up a good point. How do you keep your Andy will can't hear anything you're saying. Shit. Hang on. Shit. That sucks. Says my mic's working. Hello, testing. You hear me now? Hello. What else would it be? How about now, Andy? Can you hear me now? It seems like it's lagging a little bit here. Andy's gone. Me and Andy had something there for a second and then disappeared. Oh, this guy can hear me. GD says I can hear you when you speak. Oh, I'm just speaking. Well, I do have here. I'll get up here. My family's sleeping, so I got up early and I don't do YouTube Live very much anymore, and so I thought I'd just check in, see how everyone's doing. Is everyone healthy? Is everyone watching awful B movies? I know I am. The most recent one I saw was Night Killer. Has anyone seen that? It is god awful, wonderfully done. It's the same director who did Troll 2. So if you like Troll 2 and like it's so bad it's good kind of category, that's what Night Killer is. Please watch it. Understandable. That's better. Cool. Yeah, I'll try to stay close here. Yeah, what's everyone watching? Anything? How about this? Anyone see this yet? Let me tell you something. When I was told we're going to make a movie, I didn't realize I was going to market it for years later. But I am. And I don't mind doing it. And I'll tell you why. Because there was a lot of people that worked on this movie and a lot of investors. Now, if you're lucky to get people to put money or fool people to put money into your project, I really do feel like it's your responsibility to try and get those investors money back. And that's kind of why I continue to push this. If you haven't seen the movie, please watch I Had a Bloody Good Time at House Harker and tell your friends. Tell their friends. And then someone tell Shudder, because I don't know why I want House Harker on Shudder so bad, but I love Shudder so much. It has so many awesome movies on it. Anyone watch Shudder? Says I'm at work right now, but I've been watching a lot of YouTube. Good. I'm glad you're working, Andy. I have my day job, so that's good. My wife owns a spa, so she's been out of work since March 20th, so that's been pretty tough. But she's really smart, so she's been doing a lot of things, adapting, and one of the things she did was sold stay-at-home kits, and that was a big success for us. So that's good. But she's getting ready right now. We're actually this weekend we're working on her spa to get it up and running in July. So I actually went and got a haircut a week ago, and my hair was super long um, because I got my hair cut March 15th, and then everything went crazy like March 20th, I think. At least for my county. Where are you guys from? How's your county doing? Is everything back up and working? I don't really talk about the stuff that's going on in the world, but I feel like you can't not talk about it somewhat. Um, when I go on these things, I just talk about movies usually, but man, it is just yeah. I think this is the first time where everyone's being affected by something right now. Oh, and always a deputy. So I've been working. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. My hair was the longest it's been since I was 16 last month. Felt so right. I tipped. I don't know what you tipped. You're not. It's not a competition, but I tipped my barber $14. I'm sure anybody that's in the tipping, restaurant or anybody that gets tips, I'm sure that first couple of days their tips were just insane. Well, Andy, be safe out there, please. Um, it is insane. Yeah, everyone. It's I gave her a generous tip. Yeah, right. It's like you have to. You have to. Yeah, I'm sure when my wife goes back to the spa, she'll get hopefully just couple tips. Um, yeah, but man, I just felt like it's going down. I don't even know why I'm here. I'm just talking about nothing. I think the title is "Does anybody know what's going on?" But who else is there? Anyone else? It's just me and Andy. Me and Andy are gonna become best friends. Um, so what else? I don't know if you guys seen the. Have you addressed what's going on in connection with your comedy playing cops? I live in Minneapolis. I've been active in protesting and protecting my neighborhood from police. That's a really good question. You know what? When everything was started going on, we were actually about to release good. We had a certain part of Good Cop season 2 on our channel. We actually released Good Cop season 2 about I don't know, I want to say 3 or 4 years ago on a channel called Machinima, and then we got the rights back, and then we started putting Good Cop season 2 on, and then we had some audio issues, and then Tim Sloan, one of our amazing sound designer and does all of our music. He got all the files and went through everything and put a ton of work into it. And we were about to release the rest of Good Cop season 2, starting with episode 5. And right when all the protests were starting to happen, and I just personally felt, I sent an email to all the guys just saying, I just think we should pause here. I don't think it's a good idea to try to make people laugh right now, maybe even though it's probably needed, but also I just thought the timing of putting something on the internet called Good Cops might backfire, or people might, have a misunderstanding of what we were trying to do. But we do want to release it soon, eventually. But yeah, and then we also did commentary for Good Cop season 1, season 2, and Tumbleweed. And we also did a commentary for House Harker, which we hope we can release that one day as well. Oh, good friend of Jacob's. Nice. It's mostly rural county, Northwest Atlanta, so thugs can't be bad here. Some of us go down to Atlanta to help with the riots before the guard. Wow. Sounds crazy. And I appreciate that. The timing definitely, especially because 3 white guys. Yeah, good call. Yeah, it was just, I think, especially, I think for me, it's just, I'm just listening. I don't even know what to say really, because it's like giving an opinion on how rocket fuel works. I don't know how it works, or architect. If I was supposed to, give go to a college and give my opinions on how architect works, I wouldn't even know where to begin. But yeah, I think we all, just listen, and I probably made the mistake at work, talking about it and then just hearing other people's opinion and just not agreeing with it. And then, that's where I was kind of like, I need to listen, and I think we all do. You need to tell more white. Yeah. I guess maybe that's what I'm doing right now is I think we should all listen. You know, I was every day I was on the news and just looking everything up, and I took about 3 days. I just kind of unplugged. Noel Carroll, who plays our producer, and he plays Sledge on Good Cops and Charlie on House Harker and Doc and Tumbleweed. Him and his family came up to visit me, and well, they were passing through, but I'm just gonna say they came to visit me, and we had a really good time. I barbecued some amazing chicken. I've never actually done chicken wings, so I marinated it for a whole day, and I called my dad, asked him a couple of opinions. He was adorable. Just kept calling me. He's like, "Well, maybe we should do this." I'm like, "I think I got it." but we ended up barbecuing and had just a wonderful time with the Carrolls. And he actually did a wonderful podcast. You're going to want to, it's called the Bio-Friendly Podcast. And they actually did, it's usually environmentalist stuff, but they interviewed a wonderful person who I want to pronounce his name correctly. But he went on there and they talked about Black Lives Matter. And I would recommend, I'm going to see if I can find the podcast, Bio-Friendly Podcast. And Jacob and Noel just did a wonderful job on the podcast. And that's what they talked about too, is just listening. And they really listened to their guest. Bio-Friendly Pod. Let's take a look here. Jaya Daya. I'm gonna put the link in here, and you can listen to the podcast if you like. And I thought they just did an excellent job. Did that work? I don't think it worked. Is it too much? I missed some stuff here. I'm honestly tired of diverse racial. Yeah. Every PC friend I have said it's the most important thing we can do. Thank you. But unplugging is definitely needed a lot of these days. Yeah, I definitely needed it. I'm back, looking at things as well. I really want to get this podcast for you guys. Uh, when did saying colored people come back to practice? It sounds. Did I say that? I didn't say that, did I? I hope I didn't say that. Did I say that? Oh my god, that would be awful. This is why I don't. This is why I don't do these things. Bio-friendly podcasts. Black Lives Matter. Oh, thank God. They chose. Oh, okay. So I was having a panic attack. um, I have over the years, and I think that's, a lot of people right now. We want to have an opinion. We want to sound smart. We want to be active, and we just don't know. And sometimes we'll just put our foot in our mouth, especially if you're white right now. Um, it's the whole people of color thing. Yeah, it's crazy. Um, we have I'm, oh, my wife just texted me. She says, "Are you awake? If you can, come get the baby." So I'm gonna go get the baby. I have twins. They're 4, and then we also have, I want to say, a 21 month. It might be 22 months now. Time. I don't even know what time it is. For Mother's Day, I didn't realize it was Mother's Day until like 3 days before, because there's no marketing anymore, right? To remind you. Father's Day too, the same thing. I was like, wait, Father's Day's this month? Like, time is just, I don't know. Um, what was Um, but anyway, I just like to say thanks for popping in for a little bit. I Guys, ladies, everybody, be safe, be healthy, laugh, be with your family, hold them, hug them, love them. Well, I'm going to do that right now with my little guy. And if you want to get a chuckle, go through our stuff. Check out House Harker on Tubi. It's free right now, so it doesn't cost you a thing except your time, and it's valuable. So if you can, we would appreciate it. All right, adios. Um, have a great weekend, guys.